All right, ready to dive into Project Hail Mary. This book, let me tell you, throws you right into the thick of things.
Oh, absolutely. Weir has a knack for that, doesn't he? Just throws you right into the deep end with the protagonist.
Talk about a rough morning, right? Waking up on a spaceship, no clue where you are, strapped to bed.
Surrounded by Yano!
Yeah, not the best way to start your day.
It's such a powerful way to start a story, though. Amnesia, a spaceship, dead crewmates, you're immediately hooked, trying to piece things together right alongside the protagonist.
And those pieces, they really start to paint a picture. Turns out, our amnesiac friend isn't just some lost space tourist, he's a scientist.
And not just any scientist, right? This guy's mission, should he choose to accept it, is to save humanity.
No pressure, right? Just the fate of the entire human race resting on your shoulders.
Talk about high stakes. And the threat, well, it's not your typical alien invasion.
It's something way weirder.
Astrophage, microscopic little things, but they're eating our sun.
Eating our sun, can you imagine?
And it's not like they're just taking little nibbles. This is serious stuff. Weir gets into the nitty-gritty with the science, too. Makes it all the more believable and scary.
The infrared emissions, all messed up. Talk about a solar system on the fritz. And this is where Weir really shines for me. He doesn't shy away from the science, throws in terms like X-ray spectrometers and whatnot.
But he explains it all in a way that even I, someone who barely passed high school physics, could grasp.
It's that perfect blend of hardcore science fiction and a gripping story. You're just as caught up in the science as you are the protagonist's emotional journey.
And what a journey it is. Imagine the weight of that responsibility, being humanity's last hope. Billions of lives depending on you figuring out how to stop this invisible enemy.
Alone, light years away from home, completely cut off.
It's like being trapped in a pressure cooker. The anxiety, the isolation, not to mention the whole saving humanity thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just when he thinks he's starting to wrap his head around astrophage, bam. He discovers he's not alone out there in the vastness of space.
And that discovery, well, that throws everything for a loop, doesn't it? Because now we're not just dealing with saving humanity, the stakes just got a whole lot higher.
And that's where we'll leave it for now. But trust me, things are about to get a whole lot more interesting. We're talking first contact, alien encounters, and a whole new level of cosmic mystery.
And this alien encounter, it's not your typical take me to your leader scenario. Weir throws us a curveball with Rocky.
Rocky the Iridian. Now there's a mouthful. And talk about alien, I mean really alien.
Right, not just some guy in a rubber suit. Weir goes all out. Imagining a being so different from us, it's mind-boggling.
Starting with how they experience the world.
Imagine a creature that sees with sound and touch, feels vibrations instead of seeing light like we do. That's an Iridian.
And living on a planet where the temperatures would fry a human being to a crisp in seconds. Talk about a harsh environment.
It's like he took everything we thought we knew about life and flipped it on its head.
And the way he describes Rocky, this crab spider thing with multiple limbs, a tough exoskeleton, and these crazy whiskers that can sense infrared light.
It's bizarre, it's fascinating, it's like nothing you've ever encountered before.
Yet, despite being from different worlds, literally our protagonist and Rocky, they find common ground.
The language of science, it transcends all boundaries, doesn't it?
It really does. Here they are, a human and a crab spider alien, light years from Earth, facing a cosmic crisis, and they manage to communicate.
It's not easy, though. Imagine trying to explain astrophysics to someone who doesn't even experience the universe in the same way you do.
They use diagrams, models, gestures, even music at one point. It's a testament to their ingenuity and desperation to bridge that communication gap.
And it's essential, right? Because they need each other's expertise. They need to pool their knowledge to understand astrophage and have any hope of stopping it.
And just when you think they're making progress, bam, another twist. It turns out astrophage isn't native to our solar system.
Nope, it's an import. From Venus, of all places.
Venus? Seriously, talk about adding insult to injury. Our own neighbor throws a cosmic curveball our way.
It's a brilliant way to introduce the concept of panspermia.
Okay, panspermia for those of us who didn't ace astrobiology.
Well, simply put, it's the idea that life can spread throughout the universe, hitching rides on comets, asteroids, maybe even spaceships, like astrophage did.
So we're just a pit stop on astrophage's interstellar road trip.
Exactly. And if it came from somewhere else, where else has it been? Where did it originate? It raises some pretty mind-blowing questions.
And implications, like, are we more connected to the rest of the universe than we realize? It's not just about our sun anymore. It's about this grand web of life that stretches across the cosmos.
And right in the middle of this cosmic drama, you've got our protagonist dealing with amnesia, isolation, the crushing weight of responsibility.
With the very real possibility that even if he succeeds, he may never see home again.
Talk about a heavy burden. It adds this whole other layer of tension and makes you really root for the guy.
And just when they think they've hit a dead end, Weir throws in another curveball.
Tomiba. Like something out of a sci-fi fever dream, right? Microscopic predators that feed on astrophage. You think, great, problem solved.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy, is it?
Not even close. It's like trying to fight a fire with, well, more fire. You need the right kind, the right conditions, or you just make things worse.
It becomes a race against time. They're running simulations, tweaking environments, trying to create the perfect conditions for these Tomibas to thrive.
Trying to find that sweet spot, right? Like Goldilocks with her porridge, except the fate of two planets hangs in the balance.
And speaking of planets, remember Venus? It makes a comeback, but then there's this other intriguing possibility. 3-world.
3-world. Sounds kind of ominous, doesn't it?
Well, it holds the potential for a solution. Just imagine, the key to fighting this galaxy-scale threat might lie in the atmosphere of a single planet.
It really highlights just how interconnected everything is, how one seemingly insignificant piece can have huge consequences. But before they can fully explore 3-world, the Hail Mary throws a wrench in the works, literally.
The stakes couldn't be higher. Our protagonist is facing dwindling resources, a busted spaceship, and an impossible choice.
Does he play it safe? Focus on getting back to Earth.
Or does he risk everything to help Rocky save Arid, a species he's only just begun to understand?
It's a testament to their bond, to the power of their connection. He chooses Rocky, chooses Arid, knowing it might mean never seeing home again. And this is where Weir really gets you in the feels. It's not just about science and spaceships anymore. It's about compassion, about recognizing that something bigger than yourself.
It reminds you of what truly matters, even in the face of the unknown. But I won't spoil the ending. Let's just say those little data-packed beetles they've been sending out, they play a crucial role.
Project Hail Mary keeps you guessing until the very end. It's science fiction at its best. Thrilling, thought-provoking, and surprisingly heartwarming. So if you're looking for a book that'll take you on a wild ride through the cosmos, look no further than Project Hail Mary. You won't regret it.